Hello, we're back. Welcome back, everybody, to episode 6 of Commander, where the Nearly Commanders are investigating the trail of a perhaps dead relative of an Imperial Senator. They're not supposed to know that it's the relative of an Imperial Senator. They found that out. But they have discovered some irregular markers on this icy world. Now, irregular markers, for those who don't know Elite as thoroughly as myself, being the huge nerd, and some of the players we have here, when you scan a planet, bits like settlements and interesting geological and biological features pop up, but also if there's something that's a bit out of place, like an irregular markers. So this could be wreckage, it could be an illicit base, it could be literally just cargo lying around.
I still call Crash. Something has happened here.
Okay.
So, two settlements. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to ask you what the information you were about to provide to me was.
Yeah, so it's going to be on to a winner here. We have two settlements, but also two unknowns. They could be a crash ship. They could be a collection of boxes. We won't know until we get down there, but we got some candidates.
I'm definitely interested in the unknowns.
Yeah, definitely. Before people know that we're here.
Yeah, let's go to the unknowns, and then if we don't find what we're looking for, we can see if anybody has seen Mr. Armiger lately.
Let's do it.
Okay. Now, the two minor settlements are controlled by Erasmus Silver Major Systems. They look like mining extraction facilities, and they're not big. You can tell just from the your HUD readout. Yeah, this is going to be a landing pad and maybe 3 buildings if you're lucky. Yes, and these settlements are if you have Elite Dangerous Odyssey, they're even smaller than that. They don't have names. The irregular markers, though, they're irregular markers. They're anomalies.
Yeah, I imagine we just land as close to one of them we can get.
Yeah, whichever's one's closest, I think.
Okay. How good is everyone at piloting in atmospheres?
Well, I don't think we've tried that yet.
All right.
Session 0. I think
Oh no,
I
actually,
did.
Session
And
0, yes,
that,
we did.
That
Didn't
did.
It went
mixed
reasonably well,
success.
we? Yeah.
except for Mara.
Well, we got.
Yeah, I did a little bit of a scuff.
No, that was just Mara being extremely enthusiastic and excited, rather
Far
than
too enthusiastic.
Mara being bad. So, pilot tests, please, everybody. If you don't roll a 1 and you just roll badly, you're just going to be off the mark, and it'll take you time to get to where you need to be going. If you do roll a 1, you're going to hit the ground, and we'll see how hard. Right. Oh, you've rolled them all already. Oh, okay. Ellie, it's a bit of a rough one. It's a bit of a rough one indeed. You start coming down, and you come down at a very steep angle. You thought it was an okay angle. You have to abort and try again. Everyone else, actually, Jackson, yeah, you I think probably make the same error. Just because this atmosphere is a little thicker than you're used to in terms of planetary approaches, you come in too hard and start heating up too much and have to abort. Saskia, just acing these planetary approaches as always. No issues at all. Mara, you have learnt from your initial meeting not to be quite so enthusiastic. You see on your radar Ellie and Jackson peeling off and making another pass. So I need to roll a dice. Okay. Damn it. And yes, your second approach is Jackson, Ellie. Better. But you have wasted a bit of time. You approach this irregular markers at a safer approach angle, and all of you search for landing spots with which to set down. Because you're in small ships, it's not too hard. And eventually, all of you get down on the ground. This irregular markers has a threat of 0. It's unlikely there's going to be any problems here. But before you, there are... 5. There are 5 structures, containers, container structures, container houses. It looks like some kind of jury-rigged little hideaway.
Interesting.
It is also covered in ice, and you've got drifts of ice and other detritus up against the prevailing sort of structure sides. It's obvious no one's been here for a while.
3 years a while, or... I have already started changing into my Arctic gear.
Okay. Yep.
Still gonna have a look.
Yeah, the Arctic gear.
Let's do it.
These will go underneath your Remlock suits, and they will help with the cold. The surface temperature of this world is, if I remember rightly, about 150 Kelvin. We have a command in chat that everyone can use in chat now. Exclamation point Kelvin space 150, and that'll give you the result in Celsius and Fahrenheit. There it is.
Yeah, that's pretty chilly.
It's a bit chilly.
Yeah, it's real bloody cold. So it's. Oh no, it's even colder than that. It's 105, not 150. So extremely chilly. But your Arctic gear will help your flight suits maintain your body temperature for longer than they normally would. Now,
How long do we have?
Couple of hours probably.
Okay.
So let me swap up the music, because we have finished the suspenseful investigations, and we have finished in these... Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to close all of them. Oh, well. And I had it earlier. So, yeah, you head out onto your... And initially, there is nothing. Because your suits have to get used to all of the muffling and stuff to compensate. Now, one thing that happens with the user interfaces in the Elite Dangerous universe is they are not only sight-based, but sound-based. They provide simulated sound for things happening around you. So your suits and ships have sensors that register things like stars and there we are, and ships and other stuff, and they will play sound back through your seat, so you can hear things as you're flying close to them. and the same with your Remlock suits. Eventually, they acclimatize, and you will all be communicating through radio.
Do you reckon the weather will hold up? Could do with without it blowing too much around.
Yeah, that would be nice. It's chilly outside.
Yeah. I brought my camping gear just in case, but I would prefer not to use it. As I hate the cold.
It's not good. It's not good.
No, you don't want to be camping outside here, that's for sure.
Let's keep the reactors in the ship hot at least. We've got somewhere to go back to.
Alright, let's start digging around these things.
I guess let's head to the biggest one, or the closest one, or the furthest away one. We got options.
Yeah, there are 5 of these shipping containers. If you've ever flown close to a large megaship or a fleet carriers aren't yet available for commanders to purchase in 3303. But if you visited, I think Sol is one location, you probably may have seen the facilities being built. And these big ships have external cargo containers for these big shipping container things. That is what these are made of. There are no corporate markings on them. They are probably were black at one time, but are now covered in frost and rime and lots of ice.
Something I didn't mention, but I did write in the sheet before setting off, if you want to check, is that I was planning on bringing the assault beamer with me from the ship.
Yep.
I like it.
Saskia cruising around with this enormous, great big bloody laser.
Yes.
Oh, is that a laser like off of the ship? Like,
No. That the ship-sized lasers are the smallest ones are about as big as you.
Okay. What is the laser?
It's an assault beamer, which is essentially a very, very powerful man-portable, big, chunky death ray. Basically, it probably has a bit of a backpack mounted power supply as an option, and yeah.
This is an odd place to store anything.
It really is. I'll bust out my crowbar and start opening up one.
All right.
I think it fell off the back of the proverbial lorry, or was it put here purposely? Does it look like it has crashed or not?
Oh no, these have been deliberately placed. This is a settlement of some kind. I think there's probably or were at one point cables going between them.
Oh, let's hope they're not too iced up. I've got old Betsy here in case we need to warm them.
Right then. Taco, Ellie, could you give me... I'm gonna say athletics.
Alright. Let's roll it again.
You're still on radio, by the way.
Oh no.
2 rolls and a 1. Oh no.
There we go.
2 karma points on re-rolls there. Nice. Oh yeah. Encrusted in ice and rime, you have to chip away at just a sheen of water, ice, dust, and other nonsense. How does that go for Ellie, given you've re-rolled a 1 twice?
I imagine that Saskia has just gotten done being like, oh, I got this just in case, we need to warm it up. And Ellie's like, yeah, okay. Well, what the heck? Well, it's too. And then she just keeps on hitting it, and then she doesn't take any help. And I just imagine she does it in such a fury that it's before anybody can really respond.
Yeah, do I have a decent best sound effect I've got for that scenario? I think I've not got a decent frustrated hitting. You hit the simulated through your suit's headphones. You hear this clang, clang, clang with Ellie beating her way through an ice-encrusted container here. What are the rest of you up to whilst Ellie's doing this?
Pick a different container.
Okay. How are you getting in?
Well, we have a different kind of pry bar.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have athletics. I'll have I'll give you a +4 for that thing.
Okay.
On this roll. And Saskia and Mara.
Right.
I'm
fingers crossed.
watching.
Okay.
And I have nothing to help with opening stuff, so I'm just observing and mostly laughing at Ellie smacking the container.
Yeah, Jackson, you, I think, managed to peel off the layer of ice almost in one sheet, just grabbing it and ripping it off, and you just open the door by pulling it past the lock. Ellie, you finally managed to get through yours as well, after much probably cursing and a lot of banging. Saskia, what are you up to?
I'm gonna shoot one of them. Well, I'm gonna go have a look at them first.
Okay.
And see if it does need clearing, or if they got the work on the lock, and yeah, give
All
it
right,
a little bit of violence.
I'll have perception then. Firstly,
Ooh, can we read the
Thanks.
roll that, please?
you may.
That's
Much better. Yeah. You're gonna need to adjust the beam a bit, spread it out some, melt some of this ice out of the way. It's been here a while, for sure.
Here we go.
Okay. I do have a sound effect for laser shenanigans. That one will do. And yeah, your laser it's less of a pop and more of like a as you stand back a bit and just melt the ice away.
Really hope there's not explosives in here.
Well, that's one hell of a way to go out if there are.
Yeah. In terms of actually opening the door, I will have a cyber or athletics roll from you if you've got something athletic-y that you could use to pry it with.
Did you say cyber
Yes.
or athletics?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go.
Standard issue keypad. Not too challenging to get past, but does take a time. You're there, beeping away on the keypad. Jackson, Ellie, whilst Saskia is gaining entry somewhat legitimately, you have broken into each of your containers. Jackson, you find storage, lots of storage boxes. Some of them empty and open, a few of them still closed. Ellie, you discover computer terminals.
Hey, can I tell what these are?
You're on radio, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Can't tell what these are for.
Nope, not without turning them on.
I'm gonna fire one of them up.
Okay, it'll take a bit of power from your suit recharge tool. So your suit comes with a tool that's used to transfer power to and from its battery. And you can for sure. It grumbles when it fires up, complaining it's far too cold for this sort of nonsense. Jackson.
I hear you. It is. Hey, Mara, come over here. Grab this crowbar. Open up Nova while I charge this up.
Okay.
Come on, we got 5. We got 5 to go. There's 4 of us.
Jackson, give me a search whilst Ellie's charging that up. Saskia, you finally unlock yours. You should have known this. The key, the key was 9876. Should have started with that really as a default.
Can we use
I will
search?
remember that one for the next cargo container.
Yeah.
And also,
The keypad to this one was 9876, if you want to try that on the others, friends.
Jackson,
Sorry,
you were
please
saying,
continue.
sorry.
Which one of these of search?
Oh yeah, search isn't a thing, is it? I'll have security.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Saskia, you are presented with lots of storage containers. Some of these are cargo pods that you'd stick on a ship. Most of them are boxes. They're boxes suitable for this environment, so, big, chonky, padded things built out of titanium and aluminium. And none of them have locks on them. Jackson, you discover... oh god, yeah. You discover that these are not what's supposed to be here. They're there. They're not the reason for them here, though. These are a distraction. They have some gubbins in. They've got a couple of narcotics and mostly consumer grade, high value certainly, but consumer grade electronic items. You have probably seen some naval ratings pull this one before, storing contraband inside storage containers. The best place to hide something is often in somewhere.
Plain sight.
Yeah, in plain sight. And you discover some fake compartments. You don't know what's in the fake compartments, though. There's containers, yeah, sure. They come out, they're sort of yay big. Actually, where's my bottle of iron brew? Yeah, about 2 litre bottle size. I can't reach it from here. So about yay big, about yay wide. In this gravity, barely any weight to them, but they look fairly substantial. You do not recognize them.
Any way for me to tell what might be inside them?
Ooh. Streetwise or security. And you're gonna need a really good roll for this.
Ooh.
Yep.
Let's give it a try. And I'll go streetwise.
Okay.
Oh, that's not enough, I don't think.
You have no bloody idea. This is obviously something that shouldn't be there. It's hidden. But quite what it is, you haven't got a clue.
Okay, right.
Yeah, Ellie. Oh, actually, no. We'll go to Mara. Which container are you picking, Mara?
I will pass by Saskia and ask if she can maybe blast off the ice on the next one over, so I don't have to crowbar it.
Sounds good.
So
You know what? That's good thinking. Let me see if we can open all of these first. And someone
Yeah,
go
I think
rooting
that's a
around.
good idea. I mean, we have the code, right? In
Hopefully,
theory.
if it's shared, yes. Do you want to pop in this one, see what it's got? Looks like it's cargo. I'll go and see if I can open the others.
Alright, I'll have a look.
Okay.
I would like my crowbar back.
You can.
I didn't take your crowbar, it's still on the floor.
I was going to say, if you
How
have
dare you.
if you have the crowbar, you could just throw it to to Ellie at this distance.
Oh, I
in this
left it
gravity.
behind. I was like, I'm not messing with that.
The
We're going to
gravity
use
is
the
like
nice big gun.
0.04 G or something. You could quite easily just throw the crowbar and it would have so little weight to it, it would be safe to do so. It's still got plenty of mass, of course, but in terms of actual weight under this gravity, it's barely anything. You're bouncing quite a bit if you so much as attempt to have a little bit of spring in your step. I'll have a security roll from you as well, please, Mara.
Right. Oh, my mouse has decided to stop functioning. Give me 1 second.
Rip.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. You discover the same thing as Jackson. You initially discover some narcotic contraband. You've seen some racers take this stuff before. It's sort of peculiar combination of actually no, we'll just straight up call it speedball in almost medicinal quantities. This stuff is professionally produced. It's not just cut cocaine and heroin on a table. This is manufactured. But yeah, you recognize it as speedball with caffeine and some other adulterants to make it a little less intense, a little more longer lasting. A couple of people you know probably have been banned from competitive events for using things like this. Ellie. Oh, sorry, and Mara, you also discover the secret compartments and the doofers in them.
Okay.
Some of the secret compartments are empty. Some of them have these chonky grey and dark grey metally doofers inside them. But we're going to go over to Ellie first. Who gets the computer open? Or at least on. And you are presented with a settlement terminal. Which is a really peculiar thing to see here, because this is 5 containers on the surface of a planet, and you've got a settlement terminal. It's not presented as a settlement terminal. The user interface is a settlement terminal, but this is essentially like a chonky industrial computer. Very odd. What do you do?
Can I see what the name of the settlement was gonna be?
Yeah. It says blank 1. As a string, just with brackets around each side.
Okay, can I see what the settlement purpose was, or who was making the settlement?
Yes. The faction listed is Sirius Corporation, and the settlement purpose is blank. Or, no, actually, sorry. Blank string with an underscore in between and brackets around. There are, going through the user interface, there are no listed facilities, there are no personnel, and the mission board is empty.
Can I see, can I use my computer skills to essentially... I think somebody's hiding information behind this screen. Can I use my ability to hack into the back end?
You can try. Do you have any karma points related to this? Karma abilities.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Then give me a... Yeah, I'll have computer and security from you.
Give me one. Okay, yeah, okay. Computer and security. Okay.
Yes, please.
Here's my computer.
Nice.
And you said security?
Yeesh.
What?
Over to Saskia. I'll have a ground weapons check for more shooting shenanigans, please. This is an indicator of time taken rather than accuracy.
So, kinetic weapon for this gun, I believe it is. Not kinetic, energy weapon.
Yes,
sorry.
please.
Yes.
Oh, this is going to take a while. Probably 15 minutes total to get through the next two in terms of ice buildup.
Let's go at it.
Okay. Over to all of you for a few. I'm sure you've got some information to share.
Before I share,
Ooh, yes.
can I try to figure out what the heck these weird little metal dudes are?
Yes, I'll have a security or streetwise check from you, please, and you will have to
Go
roll
with
very well.
Streetwise. Oh, I'll go. Hold on. Do I have anything I can do to? Nope, I really don't. I'll do a streetwise check and hope for the best. Come on, roll 20.
And before a 1. Ooh. Yeah, these are biological containment.
Oh shit!
Great.
Secure biological containment vessels.
I don't know about you guys, but I found some kind of strange hidden containers that I think might contain, I'm hoping biological samples and not something that, well, I mean, it could be, it might be dangerous. I don't know.
Biological
has anyone seen
samples.
it? Yeah, maybe you could take a look.
Yes, let me have a look. Let me have a look. I can hopefully see if it's something regular.
I am not going to move with this in my hands just in case.
Hidden compartments, you say?
Yeah.
I've got a couple of these metal containers as well.
Yeah, are they kind of like, I don't know, maybe 30 centimeters?
Yeah, 2 litre bottle of pop kind of sized.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Maybe you want to bring one outside. I'll come and have a look.
I don't know if I want to move while I'm holding it. Just what if I trip? What if I'm like, what is it?
Okay. Just stay there. I'll be right there.
Ellie.
I'm holding it like this.
Yeah.
I'll come to you.
There is for sure something hidden on this. 100%, but you have no idea what. It is very well hidden, but there is... This is 100... You are convinced this is a false front to something else. But what the something else is completely eludes you.
Okay. This is what I'm going to do then. I'm going to go grab some batteries from my ship.
Okay.
And I'm going to hook up as many computers as I can. I'm going to boot them all up.
Okay. You don't need batteries from your ship for that. You can use the battery in your suit and then just hop back to your ship to recharge.
I want to do it simultaneously. I don't want to spend a bunch of time on it simultaneously, all of them.
Gotcha.
So that way I can try to hack each one of them.
Nice.
And then when a failed attempt happens, I can just go back.
Cool.
Also to see if all of them are the same.
Yeah. You will then do that, and everyone else will see Ellie sort of bound slowly in the low gravity back to her vessel and spend a short period of time collecting clobber from the cargo hatch and slowly bounding back.
I'm doing some computer stuff if somebody wants to join me and help out with that. If not, I'm good.
And I'm just still holding this thing in my hands, not wanting to put it down, not wanting to do anything, just like, I'm afraid to breathe, even though I can't breathe on it. I'm just like,
Sure. Yeah, Jackson, Saskia, you can come over at any opportunity, that's fine.
Yeah, Justin's going to bring over the ones he's found as well.
Yeah. You have found... How many have you found, actually, Mara and Jackson? Let's have a look. Jackson, you have found 2. Mara,
okay.
You have also found 2. There are space for 8 each.
and some are missing?
Yes.
That doesn't look good.
I'll have, actually, perception from Saskia, Jackson, and Mara.
Okay. Perception.
Yep. Also gives me an opportunity to give you a checkbox for perception. Yeah, Saskia. It looks like probably half of the spaces have never been used. There's no indentation in the like foam padding stuff, and there's an ever so slight dent where the ones that Jackson and Mara, the Mara's taken out. There's a little dent that you can see in it, and there's of the ones that Mara's opened, there's one with a dent missing, and the rest are perfectly flat. I think you sort of, the light hits it just right for you to see that. Kind of like when you're driving down a motorway and you're in the first lane and you can see the tyre tracks where the lorries usually drive, but you can only really make it out when the sun hits it quite right. A bit like that.
So, looks like they didn't fill these up completely, so whatever it is not a common or widely available thing. They had limited resource. And if I'm looking at this right, one of them is missing?
Saskia, what am I holding?
Oh, yes. Go, let's have a look.
Saskia, you've seen these before, I think, especially...
Something's wrong with the audio system. I'll be right back.
Yep. Yeah, Saskia has takes a good amount of time to look these over. Ellie, you get some batteries. That's easy enough. I will have, please, a... You haven't checked your repair that you rolled earlier, by the way.
There's no need to.
Oh yeah,
but I will
you're
do
full.
it.
You're full, aren't you? Yeah, I'll have Cyber, please, to rig this up. Yeah. Few minutes. Managed to get each of these charging up from these external batteries that you brought over. They're not going to last long. These batteries are for powering lasers and your suit and less like full-sized computers. But in this operating environment, and especially with the radiation-hardened electronics that they've got, they're not going to sip a lot of power because they're not generating much heat. All the heat they generate is going to get sucked out by the extremely cold atmosphere. Yeah, you've got access to some computers.
Okay, are they all the same interface?
Yes.
Okay.
Some of the blank. I think you're looking at 3 interfaces here. 2 of them are labeled blank 1. The other one's labeled just like someone's hit a keyboard a few times. As you know, like in the settlement name.
Okay.
Yeah, Saskia. Now that Jackson has said it, yeah, these are for sure biological secure storage containers, 100%. There are no warnings on them. They have no markings, but you recognize the sturdiness. There's not going to be much of anything in here, and it's probably kept in a either frozen or desiccated state, because there's no heating systems here at all. It'll be 100 Kelvin inside this as well as outside. So whatever it is either dormant or frozen solid. But you have no idea what's inside. I will have a medicine roll from you, though.
All of us?
You can help Saskia if you've got more than 1 in your medicine, or more than I should say 19 in medicine.
Oh right, no, I can't then.
Yeah. Nope. Theorizing. This is either secure samples of tissue for somebody or something extremely important, or they're nerve agents of some kind.
Okay, right. I'm afraid there's no clear indicator from the outside what these could be, only what we can guess from how they were stored. Now, there doesn't seem to be any temperature regulation on these cargo containers of Earth can tell. So theoretically, whatever's in there can survive being this cold and room temperature. Which puts it down to either certain biological, certain bacterial samples, spores, cell samples maybe, nerve agents. I can't tell you.
Nerve agents? I might be holding a nerve agent.
You might be holding a nerve agent, or you might be holding some alien elephant equivalent's liver chopped up. There's no way of telling. They have failed to write the proper documentation on the container. It's quite shoddy, really.
I feel like that might be intentional.
Yeah, it's not intentional. Hey, if you would, I got a toxin detector in my backpack. We can, maybe use that on it. Maybe jerry rig something up. But I'm dealing with these computers that are telling me jack shit right now. And, so... But if somebody wants to grab that from a...
Here's the thing, I'd be very hesitant about opening these even outside on this barren planet, because once contaminated it can get all sorts of places. We will need to set up a lab, a clean room, if we want to look at these and experiment safely.
How secure are these?
Those, yeah, Saskia, these things could survive re-entry.
Yeah, it's fairly safe. It's quite safe. You can even bounce it on the floor if you so want. Come, give it a shot. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna put it down very carefully back in its little place that it came from, and I'm gonna step away, and you can do whatever you want with it because I'm done.
Here's the thing. I am intrigued about these. This is quite a mystery we come across, but if these could be the more dangerous things, who on Earth would be, shipping them? And who would want to come looking for them? Are they going to come looking for them? These look like they've been here a while. So maybe I should just take one or two back to my ship.
You want to just...
When it's safe.
You want to just take all of them? Because if they're nerve agents and they're going to use something to harm somebody, I'd rather somebody come after us and do some these innocent minors. I mean, I use innocent loosely. I don't know what they did, but,
Well, that is a fair point. I do have the space for them. But, yeah. There'll be a couple of traps at least.
Ellie, security, please, for the other two computers.
Alright. Can I do systems?
Nope.
Alright.
Oof. Absolutely nothing.
I'm taking these computers. I'm taking these!
You've got the space for them. They're big. They're like industrial. I say they're big. If you imagine a chunky office desk with a built-in screen and no place to put your legs underneath, that's the kind of size they are. They look like industrial control computers.
I mean, I probably have enough. I have 3 tons of storage.
Yeah, that's fine then. There were other things I was going to ask, but I can't remember what they were. Carry on.
I'd like to know, why did our man, Leonard Armiger, have a picture of this planet in particular? And we've just located a potential nerve agent? Possibly something else, something important, and one of them's missing. I feel like something's up here.
Is the view that of the picture?
Well, I'm glad you've asked. You would need to be up a bit in order to check, because, it's taken from upwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't having any luck with these computers. I'm gonna go climb up here to see if the picture's the same.
Great idea.
Yeah, you would probably need to hop into your ship and hover it up. I'm looking maybe 400 meters or so to see if the views match.
Okay.
Okay, Saskia, Jackson, Mara, whilst Ellie heads back to her vessel. What do?
Okay, there's only one consolation I've got with this thing, is it's probably not big enough to fit a head inside.
If it was a head and has been in this temperature for so long, it's not going to be much of a face left on it. Do you want to give us a hand taking these back to my ship? Mari,
Yeah, I'll bring
that, or do you
mine
want to
through
pick up
here.
the laser gun and
I'll
go ham
carry
with
the
it?
gun. I feel a lot more comfortable carrying the gun. I'm okay with that.
These two I've got here, there was space for like 8 of them. But it looks like, to me, there's only these 2 have ever been stored. But this was not meant for people to find. This has been deliberately stashed here.
Yeah. I wonder if it's the same in all of these containers, or if we just struck lucky on these 2. Yeah. Let's.
But there are computers in mine I'm gonna need help with the security systems on. But did we check the 5th container yet?
I think
I'll go
maybe
check.
we should move everything back to the ships that we have and then check the other containers.
Bring mine back and
Carefully.
I'll go check out the 5th.
Yeah, I'll be sorting out these medical containers. I'll make sure they're stacked up in the proper order, of course.
Okay, Ellie, you are still taking off with your ship to mooch around. I will have a perception test from you, please. You can hear Ellie's vessel slowly take off. Yes, it is in fact almost exactly. The image has been taken perhaps a few hundred meters off in one direction to where you are, but yeah, you take off and you're almost facing the correct direction. You turn to your right a bit and you're like, oh yeah, I can see these mountain ranges. Yep, those match up perfectly. The planet in the distance is like in a completely different location now, of course, but yeah, it's.
And one more question: the other regular thing,
Yep.
is that close by to this
No,
one?
other side of the planet.
Okay. So this
Moon,
is
sorry,
alright.
Moon.
Well, y'all, this is exactly where Leonard was, so I guess this is Leonard's stuff. Leonard,
Or
you
something he was
criminal.
interested in.
You criminal, you, Leonard. Alrighty, let me go get those computers on the ship and I guess see what's in the 5th one.
Okay, Jackson, you're heading over to the 5th container. Okay. Do you want to try the keypad first, or are you just gonna tear it off?
We'll try the keypads, and if it doesn't work, we can use other methods.
Okay. Yeah, the code works.
Right.
Yep, 9876. You punch that in, the door pops open. Doesn't make a noise in your simulated environment suit. But
Right.
yeah, you open it and it's bright white. Well, it would be bright if there was more light, but yeah, it's just like white. And there's a desk that's white, and there are some storage doofers underneath. They're also bright white. There is not a blemish in this container.
Okay, guys, the 5th one is rather more interesting.
How so?
Well, everything in it is white. It looks like a small portable office.
Does it look like a void Jesus would live in? Or he does your judgment paperwork?
It could be. It's completely white. Everything. And everything is
It looks like a
spotless.
Jesus void. Leonard got a Jesus void.
When you say everything is white, I mean, what kind of things are we talking about? What's in there?
Now we
Ellie lands her
desk.
ship.
Say what was that?
Ellie lands her ship.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So we had like a desk and chairs and
Oh, there's no
containers.
chair. There's no chair.
No chairs.
Yep. There is along one wall. It's like desk/workbench. It's white. There's not a blemish on it. There's some drawer things flush underneath. There's a bit of space under. There's also no blemishes under there.
Right.
Does it look like maybe a medical lab?
Yeah, we have one big workbench, numerous drawers. Everything is clean enough to be a hospital.
Anything equipment-wise, or just furniture?
Still having a look. No chairs, just this workbench. I'm gonna see if I can get any of these open. See if there's anything stored in here.
Yeah, you tap the front, and they slowly kind of you know one of those sort of soft release
yes,
clicky do for things like that.
Yep.
It slowly expands. Test tubes, pipettes, lots of chemistry tools. There are machines here in other drawers that you have no idea what the purpose for them is. There's a lot of equipment in here. All of it looking very expensive, very, very new. They look like they've barely been used. They're all stowed away very, very neatly and tidily.
This could be jackpot right here. This has not been here for 3 years. Absolutely not. This looks like a laboratory, or I say it's clean enough to be a medical facility here. Saskia, if you can have a look inside here and see if you can see what the hell might be going on here. This is beyond my knowledge.
Yeah, I'll swing by after I've dropped this container off. It was the one on the right-hand side, was it? I'll be right there.
Yep.
Mara.
Yeah, this is
Oh, sorry. Carry on,
getting
Jackson.
more and more strange by the minute.
So, whilst I'm in the ship dropping off a container, I too have a toxin detector, which I'd like to bring along with.
Okay, so which container are you bringing on the ship? Are you bringing the biological containery doofer? Are you bringing the box that had the hidden biological containery doofers? Either you can move around. The gravity's almost zero, so moving these chonkers around is easy.
It would be good to bring the box, just so that one, it does stack right, and two, it's hidden in case anyone does want to come and have a look.
Okay. You keeping any of the drugs and electronics in them?
Why not? The electronics, I'll ask Ellie later. Maybe Ellie could use the drugs. Could be part of a medical kit, or
They're performance enhancement drugs. They would not be part of a medical kit.
unofficial one.
Maybe for professional cyclists, but certainly not a normal hospital. Okay, so you're heading over to Jackson. Mara, what are you up to? Ellie, you've landed now. You can do what you need to.
I will get on the radio.
Ellie, you said that you had some computers that you find in yours?
Yeah, they're old like terminals. They say that they are settlement terminal, but settlement name's blank, everything's blank. I believe it, and even one of them's like just somebody just typed in a bunch of gibberish for the settlement name, but they're definitely had something on the back end, just having a bit of trouble cracking into that. And I say,
I could give you a hand. I'm pretty handy with computers.
Yeah, let's do it. Might I say, though, I hate this family. I hate them. I hate them so much. The more I find out about these people, the more I just hate them. I thought maybe Leonard's a good guy. He's a commander. He flies ships. I fly ships. I'm a fine person. I hate them.
Maybe this has nothing to do with Leonard. Maybe he found this and he wanted to tell people and then somebody killed him. I don't know.
Well, if that's the case, then I like him, but if it is not the case, I hate him.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'll come help you with those computers.
Okay, thank you. I'm just a little riled up. I think I just can't think straight. You know, mention drugs, organ bits, like nerve agent. I'm just so mad.
So I'll head over to Ellie's ship.
Ship or container?
Wherever she is, so I'll be like trying to sync up with
Ellie,
her first.
Wherever you're heading to, I suppose.
I guess I haven't been able to move them in the container yet, so I'm over here.
Okay, I'll move over to the container then and help her out.
Okay, yeah, Jackson, Saskia. Saskia, you're heading over to Jackson and checking out this facility. I will have, please, perception. And medicine.
Perception is kind of low. Medicine is kind of low.
Well, your roll is kind of low, but because you're so brainy in terms of medical matters, that's a pretty reasonable roll. Yeah, your perception, yeah, for sure. This is a medical facility of some kind. Someone's stuck in a shipping container to either hide and or move easily. The equipment that Jackson shows you in the drawers, yeah, this is for biological and pharmaceutical manufacturing. Straight up.
So does anything appear like it has been used and not cleaned properly? If I use the
everything is spotless. The toxin doofer. Let's have a look at the rules on that real quick. Really, I should have loaded those up first.
I have one of those as well.
Ooh.
Someone's knocking on my door. I'm very sorry to interrupt. This is unexpected.
No, carry on. Jackson. So this is a toxin scanner.
Yeah, toxin detector.
Oh, detector. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look. Handheld scanner that can scan water and food for impurities and poisons and detect toxic gases in the atmosphere. Yeah, 100% detects the methane. That's unsurprising. In terms of its capabilities for scanning stuff, it's more a survival tool than a medical tool, but you can kind of use it for this. Give me a roll each. For perception.
Right. Ouch. Gonna karma that one.
Okay. Wow, roll 20. Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing comes up on the toxin detectors beyond. You get some methane. You get some chlorine. Come up, which suggests in its database probably a bleach of some sort or other cleaning agent. Do not ingest. And detergents. But nothing.
Just had a thought
Yeah, sorry, carry on.
I just had a thought real quick for you guys. Don't know why my brain, I guess, is busy, but if it is a medical facility, do you think it's like portable with its own generator and such? Maybe it has fans to clean out the atmosphere and such?
Small enough to be
They
portable.
make everything clean? Yeah.
And this place is sterile.
Sorry, please go on.
You think you can open up one of those things in there?
Potentially, I'd need to, well, if the door is closed, at least that will help at all.
Question for the GM though: does it look like there is the double locking facility to ensure things don't get in or out?
It certainly does look like this would be the place to have a look.
Alright, well, me and my computer duties, I guess you guys are on meat stuff.
Just wish it had a heater in here. I can't do the finest of work in these gloves and suit.
The suit, by the way, is keeping, these Arctic clothing, keeping everyone pretty toasty warm. Your suit power isn't getting eaten up too badly. Yeah. Ellie, Mara, computers.
Yes.
Yeah, Mara, these are industrial control computers. You've seen these similar ones numerous times kicking around in workshops and stuff. And
Can I have
they're
a look
pretending
and
to be settlement.
Yeah, can I have a Alex? So I have decent experience with computers. So can I have a fiddle with them and see if I can see what they're trying to hide, like what's behind?
Yeah. Okay. So computer or
Yeah,
security?
Okay. I'll do computer
Okay.
and go for it. Come on. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Yes. You've seen this nonsense before, I think, somewhere. Where would Mara have reason to find like a sort of fake operating system? Has she had anything counted like
She
that?
has spent time. She's a self-taught hacker. So I feel like she would have probably messed with systems just to try and learn. Probably not very legally, but didn't actually do anything bad. Just messed with them.
A bit of a white hat hacker in her youth.
A little bit of exploratory poking. Never actually did anything bad.
Did she perchance manage to buy her first racing ship with a bit of bug bounty money, perhaps?
Yes, and she may also perhaps have some things following her around because she's been not exactly very good in the past.
So,
Nothing major, but yeah.
Yeah. The reason why Ellie was struggling so much is because whatever these things are hiding, they are on a completely separate electrical circuit. They're separated at the hardware level, not just the software level. And you see that through the very, very peculiar boot sequence.
Okay.
Ellie, do you see this? This has been fiddled with. Going to the hardware level.
Now that, I was ignoring the boot sequence. I think that was my main issue because if I had seen that, I would have known. But it's okay. I can be mad at myself later.
Extremely subtle.
Something is, they've gone to great lengths to hide something here.
Yeah. But good job, Mom.
Thank you.
This is why you shouldn't leave again.
I won't, I promise. I swear.
Okay. Sorry, I'd keep on hopping on that. I'll stop it.
Saskia,
So can
Jackson.
I-
Oh, no, Mara, yes.
I was just gonna say, can I get any additional information from it now that I know what they're doing?
In this operating system, no.
Okay. Do we have the means to fiddle with the operating system?
Yeah, you have the computer in
Replace
front of
it.
you and an
Can I
import.
try that? I'm willing to wait.
Yes. Saskia Jackson.
Oh, wait a second. Let me grab a data stick. We can copy the system in one to one to another just in case we mess something up.
Okay, yeah. Saskia Jackson, what do?
So, going to have a look in this container. Is there anything which does look like a suit overall? Because you wouldn't want this getting on your flight suit, whatever it is.
No, but amongst all of the tools and stuff in these drawers, there are several. You know, this is a big bloody huge shipping containers, and this bench goes the whole way down. There is the precise machine that you would want to isolate a sample and work on it remotely. A bit like one of those big glove boxes, but portable and with no hand rubbery glove things. You know, sort of little robot arm doofer.
Jackson, this looks like the exact place for having a look at these hidden cylinders. Would you be a friend? Would you be a pal and run and grab one for me, please?
Okay. You want just one or one or more?
Just the one for now, shall we? But thank you.
Okay.
That's Jackson heads off to get one back out of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And in the meantime, I'll be looking at prepping the lab for and getting set up, booted, and ready to accept the sample.
Yeah.
I'm here to do some science.
Ooh, nice. Give us a quick TLDR for lab prep.
Oh gosh.
Right. Brief.
So I'll be checking the double door setup to ensure that it's closing and opening and sealing correctly.
It is.
The machine there requires turning on, so juice it up with my own suit, ensure it's booted, and as far as I can tell, the auto diagnostics are fine and it's ready to accept a sample.
That one. That boots up once it's got some power and runs through the diagnostics. It's working well within tolerable error levels.
Fantastic. And I'll be seeing if there are any controls for the chamber itself, for emergency venting or anything like that in case of an emergency.
It's stowed away behind paneling, but there are once this is a medical facility. I know now that any emergency off buttons are going to be figurative emergency off buttons are going to be locked away until they're needed, so they're not collecting dust and other detritus. There are numerous emergency venting buttons, I guess, across both walls at I think probably 5 meter intervals. There's also venting. You can see the power line. It's fairly thin, but the buttons are at ceiling level, middle, and floor level.
Friends, I will be using this lab to have a look at what we've found. I would recommend not coming near this container once I get started. Jackson is just delivering the sample now. However, when you're done, I do recommend staying 5 to 10 meters back from this one particular crate, if possible, please. Just in case.
So that's
here's your
other people's separate. And notebook out.
Yep.
Little tablet computer book out, pictures, notes, whatever I see. My own suit seals are fine as far as I can tell.
Oh yeah, if your suit seals weren't fine, you would smell it and you would be really struggling to breathe right now. But thankfully you're not. Internal suit diagnostics are basic, but fairly reliable. These Remlock suits have kept you safe from vacuum. They'll probably keep you safe from a methane atmosphere and some whatever the heck this is.
Okay. Well, I'm running out of ideas of things to say lab-wise.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yep.
No. There's a lot of prep you have to go into for especially like a biological or a chemical lab like this. And organic chemists have to do this sort of nonsense constantly. Let's start doing some science, TM. I will have a science and a medical roll from you, please.
Here
Be
we go.
safe, Saskia.
Thank you. I'm starting now. I'll let you know what I see. Ooh, I can start an audio log on the thing as I'm going.
Yeah.
That's very sciencey, isn't it?
Did you saying that in character?
Well, I did now.
Okay.
I did now.
Yeah. Okay, science, TM, and medical. We will get to that in a few moments. Mara, Ellie. Yeah. This operating system is completely self-contained. There is nothing inside here that would let you gain access to whatever else is occurring.
Okay. Can I, two things. Can I
Yep.
just route switch the wires around to have the, hard drive connect? Wait a second. I'm having...
You want to mess
Taco's
around?
having a...
Mess around with the wiring on the hard disk.
Yeah, one, while I'm in there, check to see if there's anything else suspicious going on with it. 2, to copy it. And 3, to see if I can just get it hardwired to the main system.
Ah. Okay, so you're gonna check it out for sus, you're gonna take a copy of it, and you're going to swap over the OS.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm happy to help.
It's a lot, I know. It's a tall order.
Yeah, let's have a look and see.
I just threw my pen.
That's fine.
I have another pen.
I'm gonna want computer and cyber and perception.
Okay.
Oh, perception
Let's-
or security. Take your pick.
Let's do perception.
From both of you.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Perception.
So, perception I'll do as well.
Yes,
Where's my
please.
Actually, I'll do security.
Okay.
I'll re-roll the security.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey,
Whoa!
that was a good re-roll.
Okay. Alright, so that was a 10, 12. Cyber and computer from you both as well, please.
Okay.
From both of us, are we helping
nope.
each other?
From both of you. You
Cyber?
are helping each other, but this is involved enough. I'm having separate roles from you.
And my computer.
Did you roll computer? Oh, yes, you did roll computer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the lowest roll, highest roll on computer was an 8, so that was Ellie. Mara's computer only a 6. Yeah, Mara, this is way beyond you. As an amateur self-taught hacker, this is masterwork.
Seems fair.
Yeah, and where's the cyber checks? Aha! Ellie Cyber got a 10, and Mara Cyber...
I did not do well.
Oof. Yeah. However, Mara, you, for sure, figure out what they've done, but not how they've done it.
Okay.
Ellie figures out the how. What they've done is they have got two, not just two partitions, but two completely separate hardware hard disks inside one package. You have to, Ellie, you have to take the connector apart to reach inside this this hard drive. And these are radiation hardened hard disks, so they're big and chonky, and there's plenty of space to do this, especially with the the fiddly gloves and stuff as well. You have to sort of break apart the units to get inside to the actual second drives and hook them all up. And when you do, they give some error warnings for you on the screen, saying like boot errors and all kinds. A few Ellie works her brain through and sort of does troubleshooting steps for normal computer software operating system nonsense and gets in.
I hate this family still. I hate whoever. I hate everything. I'm so mad.
How do you reckon this goes as an interaction for you both?
I feel like we'd both be kind of bouncing back and forth and being very hands-on.
Yeah. I feel like we're probably bouncing around theories, and then Mara hits on it, and I'm like, oh, that's such a good idea, and then I start ripping apart the innards one, and then I imagine I got off of my ship an old like mechanical keyboard, and I have hardwired hooked it up so that way I can just like when there's a bunch of errors I can be like, ignore this error. Like I'm just like sitting on the floor at this point like, I hate this family.
You have access now to a Sirius Corporation biological facility mainframe computer.
Well, this could come in handy.
Oh, this is some illegal stuff right here. Okay, what does this tell me? Let's look at what it is producing first.
Yeah. This thing is synthesizing botulinum toxin.
Yeah, is this a biological weapon?
Yes.
Have we found a biological weapon? Ellie, I think we need to tell Saskia and Jackson as soon as possible what we're dealing with.
Hey, Saskia, it's botulism.
Saskia, I think probably at least 20 to 30 minutes have passed. Mara, you can stay in. You can stay in.
Okay.
It's fine. And you've been sciencing, TM, working through these. You figure out with this sort of fairly small isolator machine that yes, before Ellie's radio call comes through, you work out that these are the when you open them up, they are oh blast, what the heck do you call them? Like biological delivery methods for clandestinely giving something nasty to someone you don't like. And then Ellie's real loud radio call comes through, startling the crap out of you probably. And botulinum toxin.
That is not good news. And I also have not good news. What we have here are the agents for delivering such toxin.
Question to GM.
Yes.
Do I know if it is for a wide dispersal or if these things
targeted.
are targeting single people?
This is for elimination of individual targets.
It looks like to be used in assassinations. This is not good news.
So, do we know of now between let's just say, like, 5 years, enemies of the Sirius Corporation, anybody who has had a botulism.
The Sirius Corporation. Oh gosh. These people do not play by the rules.
This is not good.
This is, we might all die. Let's just take all this stuff and pretend like we were never here.
Everybody give me planetary knowledge, please.
Okay.
Oh, my mouse cursor's in the way. Get out of here, mouse. Ooh!
That's not bad.
That's very good. Planetary knowledge for... Oh no, yeah, that's Mara's first roll. I didn't see that. Mara Jackson. I'd imagine either you've read a Wikipedia article, whatever the Wikipedia equivalent is in...
That was probably me.
Yeah. Or you've had to deal with Sirius themselves at some point. Sirius Corporation is bloody enormous. They are a huge conglomerate that deal mostly with mechanicals, propulsion, and starship systems. That's how they've made an absolute fortune. But their portfolio is colossal. They also do, and they're fairly well vertically integrated, but they also deal with like property maintenance for dealing with their own buildings, and they've got their own facilities management for cleaning and mechanics, and they've got their own delivery fleet. So this is a huge corporation. Li Yong Rui is the person in charge, arguably the richest person in the entire galaxy, and generally speaking, aloof, eccentric, a bit of a visionary, and not the least bit interested in political nonsense. He's there to improve the universe. That's his general vibe. If you imagine Elon Musk, but 1,000 years in the future, you're not far off. However, because Sirius is so big, there is undoubtedly someone somewhere in Sirius Corp who is not above dealing with problems physically or clandestinely, as the case is looking like.
We have multiple problems.
Yeah.
One being, we have a lot of, targeted assassination biological weapon devices here, and what to do with them. The second being, did you say Sirius? Us being here and finding this makes us a problem for them. We need to make sure they do not find out it was us. I am quite unnerved, shall I say.
Well, a few things. One, with the other biological samples, we're gonna keep a case, but with the other biological samples, we can throw them into the sun. I think that would be good. Yep, the sun. And then, also, I can reassemble this computer to make sure it looks like we were not here. However, our, how do I put this delicately? Mine and Jackson's mode of entry was not so delicate, and it would be very obvious to someone that somebody has come in and hit this with a crowbar 10 or 15 times to get it open. And so, hindsight's 2020. But also, we didn't tell anybody we were coming here, so I don't think nobody knows.
Flight logs could be a problem.
You didn't log your flight with flight control last time, did you?
Did we not?
Don't think you did.
Nope.
Oh, well then that's all. That's good.
That's lucky, isn't it?
No, we did not.
I will mention that it doesn't really matter that you opened those crates that way, because I'm sure there's probably a log of us inputting the code anyway.
So, one thing comes to mind. I need to find out how much Java has in dealings with Sirius. If she knows that they're here, and if we make this a public finding and publicly report it, if we get safety there. Because as quietly disappearing will be slightly harder to cover up for them. But that is incredibly risky.
Yeah, my other idea is seeing what's below the ice that it happens to be on and maybe causing an accident with everything and just go pipper. You know, have it all collapse.
To bury the facility.
Yeah, bury it. That's the word I was looking for that I used to describe.
Really like you to make that noise again, though.
Okay,
Excellent.
Right. I think it might be worth.
Was there any containers left to open?
No.
Okay.
What are we gonna do about this mess? This isn't fun.
Do we have any explosives? Assuming we had removed the nerve agent before. Do we have any?
We
don't
have
have any explosives.
I mean, I have a few grenades.
Do you think we could do enough damage to this place with grenades?
I think that might just be spreading the toxin around for the next person to turn up and walk in their spacesuit with it.
Well, I meant to move the toxin, but that's fair. It's pretty dangerous. Also, it would probably be fairly obvious that it had just been sabotaged. So we're still not any further forward.
Maybe let's go to the other side. I bet good money that one also belongs to Sirius. We have a copy of everything digitally. We could throw those other ones into the sun.
I almost just want to leave as quickly as possible and get as far away from here as possible.
I have one of those containers in my ship already. If we take one of the computer systems and store that as well, that gives us evidence, 2 bits of evidence there. We don't need the entire thing, but I'm not comfortable leaving it here. There are the ship lasers, which should burn hot enough to destroy things, I would presume, but that would be quite a while shooting at the planet's surface.
Yeah. My thing is that if some, adventurous citizen does come across this and they make it a public report that there is evidence left over for Sirius,
we're gonna have to report it. If we could find it with a scanner that we built ourselves in 3 days, then any number of people in this system could come across it. This needs to be
Well, at
dealt
least
with.
there won't be any trace that we've been into the lab container, because we didn't actually break that one.
Right.
GM tips for everybody's consideration. This base is unpowered.
what does that mean?
There's no power. You've had to charge everything up with your suit. Suits.
Do we have a central power point that can power up anything else?
Not that you have found.
So we've got
You've
five. So we've got five containers. Any other buildings or?
You've been in 4 of them. It would be a safe assumption to assume that whatever power facility is here for powering this base up is probably in the 5th.
In the interest of thoroughness, we might as well open the 5th.
Yeah.
Let's get that final one open.
Yeah, opening that. The key code is different. It doesn't take you all terribly long to get through it. This key code is 1234.
Wow.
Very smart clandestine people, but not that smart.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Actually, give me everyone, give me a streetwise roll real quick, because this is a fun bit. Oh yeah, Mara, you've seen probably videos about the equivalent of the lockpicking lawyer videos around on. If you've been to Sol, there's probably someone who reviews security. So these are the default numbers for these. These are dumb locks. They're not connected to anything. They're not designed to be connected to anything, and these are just the default inputs.
At this point, I figure maybe they want their secrets to be known.
This is just typical corporates.
Anyway, yes. There's a small fusion plant here. And
that's handy.
Yes.
Convenient.
The fuel tanks are empty.
Oh.
Yeah, not so convenient.
Can we fill them up and put a grenade in here and say goodbye?
It'd be running on hydrogen, won't it?
Yes.
Can we borrow some fuel from the ship's engines to power it up?
You got a container for it?
Probably not. No, probably not.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I have a really big bucket in my cargo? No, I don't.
You'd have to be holding the bucket this way. But, no. If you'd had fuel transfer limpets, then yeah, you could have done that, but alas, not.
Any other way of getting some power into this building? Or any
Batteries.
Other control systems that...
Yeah, just powering them up with your suit ad hoc and waiting until the batteries run out.
Yep, I can do that.
Yeah.
Until
What are
I
you
have to run
powering
back
up?
to the ship. How much have we got in here? Because we've got, I'm assuming we've got like a control computer and
just a control computer, the fusion, the miniaturized fusion reactor itself, and some fuel tanks. Oh, and probably like tools for maintenance and stuff as well, near the entrance.
Right, if we power up the control computer, basically hoping it will tell us when it was last powered up or when it shut down.
Okay.
When it shut down from running out of fuel.
Yeah. So, I will have a. Actually, no. I think you won't need to roll for this. This is an industrial control unit. You know, it's nothing dreadfully secure about it, and I think because although these people have been very thorough about hiding their nerve agents under the guise of an illicit drugs facility, they've been less thorough with the locks. So yeah, the last time this place was powered up was about 3 months ago.
Friends, I just remembered something as well. In the chat logs we found from the Diamondback, Leonard and Jallo were discussing these locations in the chat logs as far as I recall. So she already knows about this, I would presume.
Yeah, she must do.
So reporting this would be a bad idea.
Yeah. That would sound suspicious.
I mean, we do have enough to blackmail her now and be like, hey.
Potentially, yes.
Does anybody feel like we're being set the hell up?
Yes.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yeah. It's in the beginning, we're expendable.
Yeah, I didn't really expect us to be literally set up, though.
would lend to me to being set up. I think the safest person here is Saskia. Saskia, you might be able to get out of this, but old pirate girl will not. I'm screwed. If we get caught, I'm dead.
Likewise, I will be shipped off to somewhere cold and dark and quietly forgotten about, I suspect.
I don't think anybody cares about a racer.
And
Is there any way to get Saskia's mom to care about us?
I don't believe my mother is influential enough in court to save us from higher governance and the serious corporation. As much as forceful as she is, and as much of a high opinion she has of herself.
We're gonna have to get ourselves out of this one. I think we still need to know more.
Well, let's figure out what's on the other side of this dingy rock, and then let's get out of here.
There's another signal here, there's another planet. One can only guess what they've done at the other side.
If it's anything similar to this, or it could be completely different to this.
I'm willing to bet it's completely unrelated.
Maybe so.
I hope it's unrelated.
I kind of hope so too.
Right.
It's definitely not good.
Should we nab a computer and an example of these things and skedaddle?
I think that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Get a copy of everything.
Yeah, Jackson, do you wanna... Yeah. Yep. And then, you know what? I'm gonna hide a data stick. I'm gonna hide this data stick in my wires.
A games mastering question for the players. What are you taking with you? What are you leaving behind? What are you doing with the stuff you're taking with you? What are you doing with the stuff you're leaving behind?
Oh.
I imagine Ellie's gonna take one of those big computer terminals and essentially dismantle it systematically to its base parts, but put it all in one big container, like closed away in her like in her starship, so that way, like, you know, we know all the parts go together, but also as well it's still completely intact and untampered with. So she's taking the one she didn't tamper with at all, and then but then also it's not like obvious. It's like a serious corp walks on, like, hey, what's that?
What are you storing it in?
She's gonna get a big old flipping box.
Your options are one of the boxes you got here, or one of the... Do any of you have any cargo?
Not in the ship at the moment, I don't think.
I'm gonna store it in a box that is
No
from
cargo.
here, but then switch them out on the next starship and then send the other box into the sun.
So yeah, you can either use one of the component boxes here that had the drugs / nerve assassination agents in, or if you had cargo containers, you could use those.
I don't have any cargo containers. And then I'm gonna hide the copy of the data, like the data copy I made, in my like shipping like wires and stuff like that, in like a big old coil of them, to where somebody would have to be looking in the wiring in order to find it.
Okay. Yeah.
I've taken a picture of what we see, and I have changed the file extension of the picture so it's not an image file, and I've named it something innocuous that sounds like it's a part of the comm system's operating system.
Oh, okay. Nice. How many pictures have you taken? One, and you're zipping them up, or?
I will have taken one of each cargo container.
Okay.
Except for the fusion plant, because and then one of like the whole settlement together. And I'm actually not going to zip them up. I am just going to change the file extension of each individual image so that and then renamed the files so that they look like they might be a part of the comm system's operating system.
Okay. Jackson, Saskia?
I'm sorry.
Right, and I'm recording what the power center computer told us. We'll leave that powered, logged out, powered down again.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll keep one of the biocontainers in his ship concealed.
How?
Basically, he's going to hide it in the cupboard in his quarters. Bury it under underwear or something.
Again, he has chosen death. I just want everybody to see the death
You
he
can
has
have
chosen.
delicious cookie cake things that Xander has provided Mara, or death. Okay.
Chosen death.
And this is Ellie. Saskia.
Okie dokie. So I'll be storing that one container, which I'd already got. I might leave the drugs here.
Okay.
However, I'm taking photographs of an example of those containers, all of the individual weapons, the lab, all the results of the machinery of the lab, overall site, and encrypted zipped file of all of that.
Ooh, okay.
Which I'm not writing down anywhere. And then I'm going to recall, hopefully, as a medical technician or whatnot, that this toxin doesn't do well under heat. And I've got a big laser gun. And I'm going to suggest to the others, can we pile up these things and shoot them with a laser for about 5 to 10 minutes?
Yeah, botulinum toxin is a complex protein. It does really, really badly when it gets hot. It does really badly when it gets hot. So yeah, you may absolutely do that. So, Ellie, I would like a cyber roll and a computer roll from you. Mara, I would like a computer and security from you.
Okay.
Jackson, I would like a sleight of hand roll from you.
Ooh.
Saskia. Whoa! Saskia, I would like a computer and security roll from you as well, please. Man, that's a lot of... Oh, goodness. This is the time to have 10s, isn't it? Wow.
Security gone.
Under espionage.
Ah.
Gosh. Ooh. Alright, let's have a look. So, Ellie, cyber and computer. Perfect. So, 10 for 14. Okay, so that's only a 6. Computer 6 and 8 for Mara. A 10 for 11 on Jackson's sleight of hand roll, and computer and security. Oh dear. For Saskia. Okay. Ellie, you are not going to be able to fit all of the components from one of these things into one of these boxes. They are too chonky.
2, 3. How many boxes do I need?
You would need to split some of the components up, as in literally cut them in order to get them to fit.
Okay.
The core electronics, hard drive and logic boards and stuff, yeah, those can fit in. The physical containers and power regulators and all of the radiation hardening, you would need to chop up to get them into these containers.
Let me ask a question. Do those mark serious Like, are like, let's just say if I chucked all of the rest of that into the sun, would that be, like a bad idea, right? Like, if I had the run-ins of something.
If you threw anything into a star, it would melt and become star fuel. There would be no way to trace whatever it was.
But what I'm asking is it important to trace it back to Sirius? Right? Like, if I were to go to court with it, you don't know?
Give me a culture and law roll.
Alright. I'm going to re-roll that.
I thought you might. You reckon it would probably help?
Okay, I'm going to spend the next few days doing that as a side project, I guess.
Yeah. The computers themselves are, from the outside, there's nothing interesting about them. They are just stock industrial control units you can pick up for a couple of 100 credits to run your printing machine or your agricultural auto harvester or whatever. There's...
Oh, wait. Wait a sec. Can I just set up this outer bit of it to look like, oh, it's just my printer. I print stuff from it for my art. My engineering art. Gotta do big engineering murals.
So, okay. We'll get back to that. Mara, hiding the pictures is easy enough. As a seasoned hacker, it's not the most secure way to store anything, but it does keep them easily accessible. If someone got hold of your comm and actually scanned the file headers, they would find them. If they did a file search, they would not.
Yes. I basically am kind of doing this as like a speedy, make sure we have something that's easily accessible and not immediately visible to people, but obviously if they dug deeply, they'd find it. Yeah,
that's absolutely fine. Cool, okay. Jackson, you head back to your ship. And because, charitably, your ship is a trash heap, the cupboard, I think, is... You don't even reach the cupboard before you realize that there's a very convenient hole in the ship's shield generator inside the radiation shielding that would accept a unit like this.
So we'd hide it in there, no one will ever see it.
Bit of a faff to get it in there, but yeah. Unless someone tears apart your shield generator, no one's gonna find it. Straight up.
Nice. Could come in handy.
Yeah. And Saskia, you are confident that your encryption on this file is pretty good. The pictures themselves of varying quality. Ellie, back to you. Yeah, you could take one of these things and pretend it's an industrial control unit for something you have aboard your ship.
Great. It looks like I'm fashioning the rest of my ship to start building engines.
But
and it's a cover-up.
Yeah, you have a perfect copy of the data. Your impromptu Faraday cage in amongst your ship's system wires, not the best, mostly because your wiring is actually really neat, and trying to make it look unneat to hide something in is hard. Not just on a practical, but a spiritual level.
I mean, it would spiritually hurt me, but that's why I was counting on that it was so neat that you could just slip the little thin data disk in there?
You could, but then you'd be able to see it because the wiring's so neat. Yes.
Wait a second, I should just store this in Jackson's ship. Jackson!
You're not getting out of your 6 cyber roll that easily. Let's put it that way.
I mean, okay, that's fine.
In terms of dragging the control unit out, yeah, you can for sure do that. But you manage to flawlessly reassemble the things. Your diligence in taking them apart has paid dividends in putting them back together.
Yay!
All right, what are you doing with this base, if anything?
Shooting it.
With what? Saskia's gun,
Lasers.
yes. Lasers. Which lasers?
Ship lasers, I think, was Saskia's suggestion.
The base.
So I'm dealing with the weapons here with the hand laser. That should be enough. But if you want to shoot up the base, let me know and I'll get out of the way first.
What do you think we need? Do we just
need
leave the cell here?
We need the toxins to be dealt with at least, and we could do with them not being able to synthesize any more from this side.
I will wait until you are clear, and then I will blow up that lab.
07, future commander.
All right. Yeah, you don't need to roll anything for this because it's a case of pointing your enormous laser at the thing and draining your suit battery a couple of times. Firing it. Yeah, you have to recharge your suit at least twice in order to get the laser to operate for long enough to cook the thing to your liking. You get the containers red hot. The biological delivery containers red hot. They are not going to survive that, straight up. And Mara.
Yes.
Saskia concludes her business, and
I'm gonna fire at that lab.
and I'm assuming everyone's back in their ships now. Sounds good. Saskia, sorry. Mara, give me please spaceship weapons.
Hell yeah, Will.
Pretty good. Now that your ship's computer is patched and working properly, you find that using these weapons is actually a heck of a lot easier.
Suddenly, it's miraculously easier than it was before. Weird how that happens.
Yeah, they are actually calibrated properly and are shooting the point on your HUD where they're supposed to be shooting.
Go in the right direction.
Yeah. This is fantastic news, and I don't have. That'll do. Oh no, that's pathetic. Let's use the other one. There we are. Your ship's pulse lasers just pound at each. What are you shooting? Just the lab or all of it?
I'm gonna blow up all of it.
Okay.
We don't need it.
Yep. Yeah. You spend probably 30 minutes flying above the base and just chewing through your ship's fuel reserves to power the lasers.
Yep. We're getting rid of that.
Oh yeah.
Ain't nobody making nothing anymore.
Punching holes through the sides, melting stuff, getting each of these containers red hot and very, very busted before moving on to the next. You get some sparks, you get a couple of small explosions from the power unit, but nothing that doesn't just ping a couple of bits of shrapnel off your ship's shields. And I can't remember where I put this. Ugh. I've got explosions in here somewhere. Where is it? There we go. Very satisfying. Bang. Base
Well,
is
I
dead.
don't think we'll have to worry about that base anymore, and we've got all the evidence we need to make sure that everybody knows who did it. Let's be honest, if we left it here, they would have just destroyed it anyway.
Yep, destroyed it, moved it, as soon as someone remembered about it.
Yeah. You want to skedaddle on over to the other side, or go to the other one on the other planet and then come back here just in case they have any sensors.
I truly think we should get the hell out of here.
If you want to check for sensory stuff, you can give me a sensors roll.
Okay.
Do it.
On my ship.
Yes, please. Wow, these are really good rolls. I've cursed that now. Sorry, Taco. Just waiting on. Yes, just waiting on yours, Taco.
Systems.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing. This facility, probably minuscule, out of the way, so that very few people would ever have the opportunity to happen upon it. There's no advanced security, there's no security drones lurking underneath the snow, there's no lingering sensor readings. Your radar's blank. There's nothing
we should have
else.
checked that first. But we didn't.
So, my feeling is, whilst we're at this planet, we might as well check the other site. I mean, we've already found the place for the photograph, but might as well see what's there just in case. It's our missing ship, and then skedaddle maybe.
Agree.
What do you think?
No one's seen us at this
Okay.
place.
How are you getting there? Your options are either super cruise or the old-fashioned way by flying around.
Oh.
How far is it?
It is about 3,000 kilometers.
Probably super cruise up.
Yeah.
Hop around that way.
Okay. There's my dice. All right. Let's have some piloting rolls. And this is for speed.
Piloting.
Yep.
I am re-rolling that.
Thought you might. We're basically after anything but a natural one. Yeah, no, easy enough. Hopping up into Super Cruise. Oh yeah, that's. Am I on the? No, I need to get. I'll get quicker at this. Hopping up into Super Cruise to get around the planet, easy peasy. Getting back down again, also fairly easy. This signal source is also a threat zero, and on your sensors is for cargo pods.
Same as before.
No, we're talking like the ship cargo.
Oh
goofer
right, just
things.
like the
Yeah, they're
cargo
just
units.
yeah.
Right.
On a visual inspection, you don't need to roll for this. It's plainly obvious against the white iciness of the planet's surface. You see you just some wreckage and detritus.
Is it like a ship wreckage, or?
There's not enough to be a ship.
Are we able to scan it and see what it is inside?
Yeah. It is. Hang on, I got this written down. It is. computer components. It's computer components, some consumer technology, and some gold, all of which are labeled stolen.
And nothing particularly interesting.
This stuff's pretty odd.
Here, that's how going to help us.
I don't know if we really need the extra help getting in trouble.
No. It doesn't look like it's gonna help us on our mission today.
Definitely not. Well, I guess let's see the planet.
Yeah. Let's set destination for Unsignal.
All right. And see if this works. There we go. Yeah. Hopping into Hunsignal. That's where we will end the session this evening. Because it's getting awfully late. I didn't realize the time until Karma said it in chat, so that's a thing we should do. However, congratulations, everyone.
Well, we survived.
Yes.
So far.
Yes.
Yes. Nobody did die.
Nobody died. And even better, nobody came after you.
This time.
This time. Yet.
Oh no.
You weren't even lucky on that. I rolled absolute trash. so badly.
Ooh.
Score.
Okay. Would you like some really good news?
Yes.
Please.
Yes, please.
You got 4 rank up points this session.
Yay.
Ooh.
What does that put us on? Do I get any for last week?
Yes, you will get the same amount that I gave last week. I can't remember how much I gave, but
Yeah, so we're on 19 now.
Yeah,
19.
everyone. Ooh, hang on. You're 1 rank up point away from another rank up.
Yay.
Excellent.
Yep.
How
pretty good.
nice does the GM want to be to us?
No,
We're so close. We're doing such a good job.
you did a good job this session. Or more so, you nailed it with the information gathering. So congratulations there. Let's go around the room. Let's do our slightly longer outros. Tell us who we are, what we do, where you can find us. I'm gonna switch it up and start with Taco Trash Can this time. Why not? Go in reverse.
Oh my lordy. Okay. Hey, I'm Taco Trash Can. This is my normal voice. How's everybody doing? So I'm Taco Trash Can. I stream over at Taco Trash Can on Twitch. I essentially try to do funny things, make people smile, chaotic things, funny yelling at things, review expensive Zillow houses. It's all a pretty good time. So come on down, and I'll accidentally slip into a country accent. Not just because I had played Ellie, but because I do that randomly. I think Ellie's relationship point is gonna go to, who do we got? I think it's gonna go to Amara for figuring out the booting up thing.
Hell yeah.
So I think it's gonna go to Amara for that. That's me. Asakon, I think you're muted.
You're quite right. I pressed my mute button by mistake. Oh no. Oh, we're doing so well. Yes, what does that put your relationship up to?
To 2.
Oh, to 2. Okay, cool. Spot on. Thank you very much, Taco Trash Can. Go follow Taco Trash Can. She's awesome, amazing, hilarious, and full of chaos. Psyche.
Hello, yes, I am Psyche. Thank you so much, everyone. I've been playing Mara Murphy this evening. I stream Space Sandbox Story and other random things over on twitch.tv/Psyche. I usually stream Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And I will be finishing, I think, maybe the Outer Wilds DLC tomorrow. And I will be playing some Elite Dangerous on Tuesday. I have been venturing back into space and mostly doing adventures and getting into trouble and absolutely not making any money, which is what I really need to do. So I'll be doing more of that procrastination on Tuesday.
So basically what you're doing in this campaign, but in Elite.
Yes. Exactly what we're doing in this campaign, but in Elite.
Outstanding. Where's your relationship point going? This
I am going to give mine to Ellie because we did some mischief with computers together, and I think that was something that, Myra really enjoyed. So I'll give
Excellent.
a +1 to Ellie.
That put you up to +2 as well?
+2 as well, yeah.
Spot on. Okay, thank you very much. Psyche. Go and follow Psyche. She's awesome, spectacular, has cats that like to cause destruction and crimes, and is an all-round wholesome-ish being.
Ish. Big emphasis on the ish.
Outstanding. Thank you very much, Psyche. Dr. K. Ross.
Hello there, yes. As Askin says, I'm Dr. K. Ross on Twitch under that name and Twitter and everywhere else on the internet. I've been playing Dr. Saskia Tarun for you tonight, the doctor turned now space adventurer and botulism shooter, as it turns out. I stream on Twitch when I can. It's not particularly regular at the moment, but when I do, it is quite a variety. Whatever game takes our fancy, along with this nice, chill, chatty environment as well. And let me tell you, if there's the opportunity to cry at a game, I will be crying at a game as well. For relationships today, I will need to increase mine towards Ellie, please, for that. Construction of a planetary scanner from bits and bobs found in the back of a drawer. That was quite amazing. And that does take the relationship up to a 3.
Ooh, okay. Reset that down to 0. And Ellie gain a point that you can assign anywhere. Congratulations.
Oh,
but not
thanks.
above your 50 cap.
Yep.
Outstanding. Thank you very much, Dr. K. Ross. You should also... no, that side. You should follow Dr. K. Ross. She's awesome, spectacular, chill, and great to hang out with. Go do it. Brother Sabathius.
Okay, I'm Brother Sabathius. I usually stream on Twitch as twitch.tv, brother_Sabathius, where I normally play Elite Dangerous, Sea of Thieves, build Lego, do costuming stuff. So we just try and kind of hang out and chill and have a good time. So if you want to pop along and have a chat, then you're more than welcome. So I've been playing Jackson, our ex-Federal Navy cyborg, and his let's see, his +1. It's going to go to Mara for nice surprise with the amount of information she happened to come back with, and for her very methodical destruction of the evidence.
I love it.
Outstanding. Thank you very much, Brother Sabathius. Go and give Brother Sabathius a follow. Agent of anti-Xeno, anti-skeleton, anti-flameheart shenanigans and shooting and death and stuff. Yeah, go and check out Brother Sabathius. He's one of the best PvE combat pilots I know, and his Sea of Thieves streams are are incredibly entertaining. Outstanding. Thank you very much, everyone. I've been your Games Mastering Guide today. I'm Astacon. You can find me at twitch.tv/Astacon. Now that I'm actually back in an office at work, I'll be streaming a little more regularly. Still only one stream a week at the moment, but I'm planning to do another just as soon as my schedule settles down. And what I usually do, Elite Dangerous, City Skylines, maybe Skyrim, maybe Fallout 4, occasionally other stuff if it's building, adventure-y, story, questy sort of stuff. And of course, you can find me here, and everyone else here, of course, next Sunday. Next Sunday we are having the Halloween weekend off, so advanced warning there. Halloween Sunday, there will not be a Commander episode because everyone's doing Halloween-y things. So, yes! I should have taken the opportunity to look up a decent raid target. So, whilst I do that real quick, here's some raid text. Actually, I've got a moderator here. Avelian, if you wouldn't mind. Let's go and... perfect. We are going to go and say hi to Commander Scorpius, who is who is another spectacular Elite Dangerous streamer. Very knowledgeable. Does Elite Dangerous Machinima that if you've never seen, you absolutely must, because it is hilarious, full of nonsense, and an absolute work of art. So, thank you again, everybody. We will return for Commander next Sunday. We have got Dark Water Rising Tide, I think. Dark Tide Rising Water. There we go. I'll get the name right one of these days. Our Vassen campaign on Wednesday at 8 o'clock UK time. Thank you, everyone. It's been awesome having you. Have a pleasant, have a safe, and we will see you soon.
Night.